once you've finished finding your zero terms, you should have brought that to me, and so I can take a look at that and make sure your zero terms are correct. Once we've done that, then the next step is to watch this video here on making a t-table for each arithmetic sequence, and then I want you to graph those arithmetic sequences. This video won't be very long, so you should be able to get this done fairly quickly. You actually have done this before. When we started in our work on arithmetic sequences, we did this. We essentially, what you have here is I have the sequence from one of the problems on the 11.1 worksheet, and I have found the zero term to be 19, and I have the terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labeled, and I have the rest of the sequence here, 22, 25, 28, 31, and 34. If you haven't done this already, I want you to take, and then your t-table, you should already have a t-table made where you have the zero term is 19. Now I want to take and put in term 1, which is 22. I want to put in term 2, which is 25. Term 3, which is 28. Term 4, which is 31. And it looks like I need to extend my line a little bit. And term 5, which is 34. So the next step then is you've made t-tables before. Take all the arithmetic sequences and place them into a t-table like mine. Once you have that done, you will need a sheet of graph paper. So be sure that you get a piece of graph paper from over by the window in my classroom, and then bring it back. What you'll need now is you'll need your arithmetic 11.1 worksheet, and you'll need your t-tables. I want you then to build a graph for each of those t-tables. So what we have, like in the problem back here, I have this t-table right here, and I'm going to have to go back and forth, and I'm going to have to plot. Now notice here, the lowest number in my y column is 19, and my highest number is 34. I am counting by threes here, as determined by the common difference was 3, so I'm counting by threes. The nice thing about arithmetic sequences, as we found out before the first time we did this, is arithmetic sequences, when they're graphed, form a nice line. So I'm looking at this graph right here, and I have made my XY axis, and I'm looking along here, and let's do some labeling. I have in the x-axis is here, and I have the y-axis here. And now as I look at my table again, the lowest number there is 19 for the y-axis, 0 for the x-axis. So the x-axis is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So back over here, let's kind of do some labeling. This will be 0, here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I had a sixth term, it would be here. Now let's look at the y-axis. Our lowest number is 19, and we're counting by threes. Now the nice thing, since I'm always counting by threes, that on my y-axis, since it's always counting by the exact same amount, I can do that also on the y-axis. And since 19, if I'm counting by ones, it would be way off my picture here. So what we'll do is we'll just start with our first line, and we'll say that's 19. Okay, if I go up 3, that's 22. And 3 more is 25. And 3 more is 28. And 3 more is 31. And lastly, 34. So now what I want you to do is take that t-table and plot the points. Term 0 is 19. So I will always put a dot, 0, 19. So right here is my dot right there. I'm going to draw that on the y-axis. Term 1 is 22. Term 2 was 25. Put a dot here. Term 3 is 28. I'm going to put a dot out here. And notice, are these dots forming a line? If they're forming a line with an arithmetic sequence, then I'm plotting things correctly. Term 4 is 31 and term 5 is 34. So 4 is 31 and 5 is 34, and I do have a straight line. So that's what we want to have in our arithmetic sequence. So that's our next step. So we're going to make t-tables. And after you make your t-tables for those arithmetic sequences, I want you to build a graph. If you have any problems or need help with any of those graphs or the t-tables, bring it to me. I'll be happy to help you with it. So the next step then is t-tables and graphs. Let me know what you need help with. Thanks.